Sasria, as the only company in South Africa that insures you against civil unrest.
I am Tapelo Mokoena, and this is The Insurance Apprentice. Now, in our previous episode, our two teams had to create a campaign that inspires young people to explore in-demand roles in the industry with the help of a young co-creator. Now, the teams were meant to inspire the next generation of insurance professionals. But one of the teams left the judges less than impressed and was up for elimination.
I think I'm leaning towards this group.
I disagree entirely.
Our two contestants, Jordan and Clement, were in the bottom two and in our most emotional elimination yet. And Clement was sent home. We witnessed a dramatic turn of events. No one's place is guaranteed on The Insurance Apprentice. Our contestants had little to no time to recover from that elimination round because they are back to face their next challenge.
It's a new day, new challenge.
Last week's elimination was unnerving.
It reminded me that anything could happen, you know.
Both of those bottom two in the last elimination took me by surprise. I thought they were both very, very strong competitors.
Every single challenge, somebody will go home. From a very big family, loving family. My mom was an occupational therapist and really raised us to be independent. The most fabulous thing about Gugu is I really feel that I could represent insurance very well. I definitely feel I entered because I'm best suited to win and to represent the Insurance Apprentice. It's a lesson that I want to teach to my kids especially, that if you set your mind to something, you definitely can achieve it.
What really motivates me at this point is the Gibbs bursary. I'm really looking forward to furthering my studies.
I have been in the losing teams twice in a row. I really want to change that perception. I just want to be in a winning team.
So my strategy, obviously, going into this week is really be more visible.
There's an end goal for me, and I have to see it through. My head is completely in the game.
Gloves are off. Now we fight for the title.
Welcome back, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's good to see you guys. You guys honestly are a bunch of survivors because it's getting tough out here.
Amanda.
Now, you know we're not playing games on this show. There's a lot at stake. And the winner will walk away with the following prizes. The Insurance Apprentice will win 100,000 Rand cash from Aon South Africa, 100,000 Rand investment from Discovery Insure, a trip to Mauritius for two with 100,000 Rand from Elite Risk Acceptances, a global networking experience sponsored by Lloyd's, and 100,000 Rand bursary from Mill Park Education. That's not it. A leadership development course from Gibbs with 400,000 Rand sponsored by Incita. And of course, other top-ups to make this the biggest prize pool ever. Now, to help us get through the next challenge and take us through how it works, please help me welcome the incredible Bianca Rodzelane from Bright.
I am Bianca Rodzelane, and I'm the Executive Head for Insurance Partners at Bright Insurance. Bright Insurance is the leading premier insurer, specialist insurer, and also commercial non-life insurer. At Bright, we approach risk with purpose, and we insure livelihoods and businesses. The challenge that we have today is a unique South African context. The most sold product is funeral. The challenge is how do we replicate the uniqueness of a funeral product to a non-life product? Funeral product is associated with respect and dignity and security and social stature. Non-life products, specifically car and home, does not necessarily attract the same experience or the same feeling from a consumer perspective. So the challenge is how do we reframe non-life products to achieve the same tangibility that comes with the funeral product? I'm not looking for a product. I'm looking for a shift in a narrative that people actually see this as something that is a protection for their livelihood and puts them in the same position that they were after the event.
I hope you guys got that.
Yes.
All right, now, our challenge today will be led by the two individuals who are the highest scoring in the competition thus far. And those two individuals are Asanda.
I think I freeze for a second. I'm like, what? That was so awkward. I moved forward. I mean, I'm happy, but I'm also equally shocked.
And Karabo.
Okay. You just want to ask the judges, please just let me know what I'm doing, right? So I can keep on doing it.
The next few individuals are listed in the order of how you have scored. We've got Tyrell in number 3. We've got KG in number 4.
So I thought I was at the bottom, so it was reassurance that I'm on the right track.
Jordan, number 5. Milady, number 6.
I was shocked, I must say. One of the things that I could actually critique is how I articulate myself, and I'm telling myself that, Milady, you need to work on that.
Gugu, number 7.
Me, number 7. Milady is number 6. I'm number 7.
Brother Bego at number 8. Now, to help get you into teams, I'm going to ask our 2 leading ladies here to then blind select who joins you in your team.
So I end up in Asanda's team. She picked me first. She's number 1 on the leaderboard, so I guess that instills a little bit of confidence.
The first person I pulled was Milady. After I pulled Milady, I had hoped I don't pull Gugu.
So the second person I pull in my team is Bego, so I kind of have an idea of how he works.
So the next person I pull is Ty. Ty is very structured and he moves.
There is someone I did hope I didn't pull, and that's KG. She's been in the losing team twice, and that really scares me.
My excitement with wanting to work with Karabo kind of faded very fast when I saw the other 2 members in her team. I didn't want to work with Milady. And then I was left, it was inevitable, I was in their team. And I was like, okay, at the end of the day, look, we're going to win. That's the plan, and let's stick to the plan.
All right, teams, your challenge is short-term insurance, and you've got a short time to get it done. Let's get to it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ooh, guys, are you guys excited about the challenge? This challenge is not going to be an easy one. We really have to put our best foot forward and speak to the South African market in a language that they understand.
All right, you guys have any ideas?
When it comes to funeral, they say that you're going to pay this every month, and this is the money you can expect to be paid. Simple. There's been a big drive with regards to wellness campaigns where people are not being taught about taking care of their mental health and their physical health, and it's gaining traction. So now I believe that this has to be applied to short term as well. So maybe we need to educate more, make the terms less, complicated. So if we have a target audience of obviously the corporates, which is your economic age, that's our target audience because those are the working class, if I can put it that way.
Can I add on the target audience? So I'm going to jump off from a funeral perspective.
Yeah.
So usually people who don't need insurance have it. So I want us to bridge those who don't have it. And then once you have it, why you would have longevity.
I don't agree with that because everybody needs insurance. That's the story we're trying to tell people. So we can't then be the ones that tell people you don't need insurance. Maybe you might need a different type of insurance, but not that you don't need insurance. Everybody needs insurance.
There's a lot of pressure. The gloves are off. We really can't afford to slack. And we need to stop coming up with too many ideas and derailing. And then by the time it's time to present, we're only going through our dry run.
I did give a speech to the team because I did not want to find myself in a team dynamic where everyone is trying so hard to show themselves that we actually missed the task. Yes, you have to shine, but we have to do it as a team. Otherwise, how good you are is not going to come through if you end up in the losing team.
Can we aim for this video to be done by 11? I know it's stretched.
We can do that also because also with the videos, I think I'm quite good at that.
Awesome.
Obviously, I don't have to do my overlays myself. That'll save us time, but it kind of helps that I've actually done that before.
I'm very excited about the challenge. It is an issue that's very close to my heart. And it is also a way of getting non-life insurance to actually mean something to people. My culture is where I grew up. My dad, when I think of that, that's home. So, those are the people I want to reach, basically.
We can go two ways, in my opinion.
Okay.
We can literally go the youngster who just bought a new car, just got an apartment. Or we can then, to bring more sentiment, would be to include like emakhaya, home, like parents' home, like, black tax guys.
Yes. Yeah. When you say black people, are you saying black South African people?
You understand black tax, right? Are you black? Are you South African? Good.
We have a very similar thing in the Indian
Is it
community.
as well?
Yeah.
Oh, so then you understand what
I'm sorry,
Okay.
Google
But you
and
just may
Ty,
not call it
yes,
black text.
great
Yeah.
ideas. And I know that Google is trying to actually land an idea, but you don't have to be condescending, all right? I keep quiet for a moment. My mind is telling me that, no, milady, you need to speak up for yourself.
Yeah, I think, guys.
Yes, you don't
You're
have to be,
asking, you're
you
asking
don't
very,
have to
very,
be
very
condescending.
like annoying
Okay,
questions.
no,
I'm not-
Coco, you can't say that.
I'm
Is it South
asking-
Africa?
I am
But
asking
Google-
so
Where
that
are
I
we?
could-
America?
I am asking
Sorry,
for clarification.
Ma'am, please. It's such a stupid question. Which country? I mean, it's the insurance apprentice South Africa, not America.
Can we remember something?
Yes.
There's a task at hand.
Thank you.
And we need to win it.
Thank you.
And we all need to be in it mentally, emotionally, and otherwise.
Thank you.
Karaba did step in when Gugu and Milady were bickering. I thought it was needed. I think there is a time for it. I think it showed that there was an issue there, which we could all see was happening. It just brought it a bit more to light.
Sasria ensures that when things go bad, Sasria makes good. Sasria ensures that when things go bad, Sasria makes good.
Welcome back. Our teams are hard at work on their challenge, creating a marketing message that shows how short-term insurance, like car and home cover, protect not just people's homes and belongings, but also their lives and sense of dignity. Let's see if they got the long and short of it.
The judges enter the room. We've just come up with the concept. We've worked on timelines, so we're pretty in a good space. We're in a good space.
Hello. Hello.
The first word I heard when we walked in here with the judges was agreements. Sounds like you guys are in agreement.
Yes, definitely.
Surprisingly.
Judges say that they hear we're all in agreement. Hallelujah, there is a God. There was harmony, we were singing Kumbaya and lighting candles in that room.
What is your team name?
Project Tekai.
Translated Project Home.
Yes, Project Home.
Yes, apparently we're at home, yes.
Yeah, it
Bianca.
sounds like it. But am I seeing the truth about this? Is there conflict in this room?
I think
Definitely was earlier, but we found consensus.
It was resolved.
Oh, well done. That's very mature of you.
The judges hearing that is, oh my gosh, you just want to hide.
Progress. How have you guys progressed unpacking the task? Where are you at? Can you share?
So what we've decided is this concept of ensuring or at least bringing awareness of your family home. You know, we've discussed it. I'm from Durban. A lot of the other group members have homes that they go to in December. And that's where our family is, our culture is. So it's about raising awareness that when you insure those buildings, you're protecting more than just the asset, you're protecting the community, the relationship.
If I may just add, since our theme of our campaign is centered around black tax, right?
We have not based our campaign on black tax. Everything she said about where we were taking the campaign is the complete contrary.
I'm not sure if centering around black tax, which is specifically for black people, is going to reach the access and distribution. But I think something for you to think about.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Like, I have no words for it. That's where we started, but that's not where we are. And now going back to that makes it seem like we are stigmatizing a certain, group of people.
Well, there you go. Team Ekaya, you've got the judges' feedback. Make good use of it.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
When the judges left, we had to go back to where did you miss the mark? Because somewhere you got left behind and we need to catch you up.
When we came up with the idea, our foundation was, look, our professional, and I explained the black tax to you, and you said you also have something similar in your culture. So it was just our building point. It has nothing to do with our campaign.
100%.
It wasn't as if I was the one who introduced the theme of black tax. It was discussed that the target audience will be centered around black tax. And the team was surprised. And I was confused because y'all had written black tax, which is the theme.
I think we know what we need to do. Let's start working.
Okay, guys, so I think we actually need to wrap it up now.
So the judges walk in whilst we're working. We were still talking about our video and how we're going to shoot. I think at the time I was trying to put in some deadlines on when we're going to submit our video. And then after that, discuss the presentation because we were still focused on the video that we might have fallen a bit behind.
Hi, team.
Hi. You were in the thick of it there, and I'm sorry to break your concentration, but how's it going?
It's going well. We've come up with the concepts already for our video, and then after that, we're moving to the presentation.
So if you guys have done your video, then you understand what your core concept is. Can you share that just in a nutshell?
So with the video, it's going to be portraying obviously the contrast between obviously the long-term products as well as short-term.
I think at the time, because we had split our roles, KG and Bego were more focused on the presentation. So they were the one that had more insights when it came to that part of our work.
So we want to have something that is something like short-term insurance products month, whereby we encourage people, get your policies reviewed, educate them, and knowing that if you disagree with the claim, that you can go to the NFO because they don't know that aspect.
Okay, so is it going to be like a standalone thing or is it going to tack onto something else? Because I'm concerned about if it's just short-term insurance week, it's only going to attract already insured people, and that doesn't address the penetration gap.
It's a valid point. If we don't align our message that it's not to the current insured market, we will miss the mark, we'll miss the brief. So we need to double check our homework.
What are you guys actually solving for? I understand you guys have identified distribution channels. I see that. I feel like there's a missing piece in between. What are you solving for? What is the solution? And therefore, we're going to do it this way.
So what we're trying to solve for essentially is the perception that people have on insurance. And then that leads to the technicality in terms of how we sell a product. It tends to be very technical, and people find out about insurance usually at claim stage, things that we don't articulate initially.
So we were feeding off of a campaign that already exists, like Will's Week. And then we're saying we want to drive from that and have a short-term insurance week or a short-term insurance month. It just didn't land as intended.
So why we mention a will, we were just saying that exists. We just want something also that speaks to a short-term.
When you guys are putting it together, that needs to come out because there won't be time for the voiceover. When we see it, when you're having the first engagement, it must jump at the audience. It must jump at the person that's consuming it.
Our concept was not yet complete, and it's kind of difficult to explain a concept that's not complete. Also, with the pressure of the judges walking in, sometimes you attempt to ramble or forget your words. There's a lot of pressure speaking to those judges and to executives as well.
All right, Catalyst for Change. Sounds interesting. Bring the judges some change.
We'll do that. Thank
We'll
you.
do that.
Right,
Thank you.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you. Okay, guys. So do you guys think that it means that we need to change our video, or do you think that our video still speaks to our presentation?
When the judges leave, we question and we just need a sanity check to see whether the brief was met, and we start questioning it. Do we need to change the video? A little bit of anxiety, but we very quickly calmed ourselves down and went back to we're confident in our strategy.
How was that?
Calm. But you know who wasn't there?
Yeah, I was in the Agents of Chaos room. They did a cover-up. There was definitely conflict between Gugu and Milady.
You saw that.
Yeah, and so even though they were covering it up, it was still evidence, still hanging in the air.
Did you pick up on that conflict as well? Like, was that tension evident?
No, I definitely picked up on that, but I think it makes for good debate, good argument. Not everybody can get along, hey? Because otherwise you're not going to get the best outcome. People need to be able to bring their different views, and some people are not receptive. They'll work past that.
Look, I think you guys have done an incredible job stressing these teams out.
Yeah.
It's time for lunch.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do lunch.
Sasria ensures that when things go bad, Sasria makes good. Sasria ensures that when things go bad, Sasria makes good.
Excitement is in the air here at the Insurance Apprentice. The teams have finished crafting their campaigns, showcasing how car and home insurance protects lives, homes, and dignity. Now it's time to see if the judges get the message.
I am feeling very scared and very nervous. My heart is beating because I'm writing a lot on this. I was feeling the pressure.
Right, team, welcome back. The floor is yours.
Thank you, judges. If something bad was to happen today, would most South Africans be financially prepared for it? About 70% of vehicles on South African roads remain uninsured, while a further 50% of homes are also uninsured. What this means is that one incident or fire, burglary, can completely change the financial situation of most South Africans.
So we start presenting, and I think I immediately start missing my words. So I'm not really feeling confident at this point, but I'm hoping that I can save it.
Now, what our campaign does, it is a paradigm shift that shows people that insurance is not just a grudge purchase. It protects their independence, their stability, as well as their pride.
We want to reinstill through our campaign and help change the narrative that it is a proud moment when you take our insurance, because you have taken your first step to valuing yourself and protecting the assets that you work so hard every day, ensuring that we do not only look at the point of death, but the quality of the life we live.
Becca and I were responsible for the content in the presentation. I think Asanda and Jordan did very well in articulating what we put out there.
In order to change the perception, the negative perception that people have on short-term insurance, we intend on having a campaign which is named CARE. Now the C focuses on coverage, where we simplify what it is that we cover. And then from an assistance point of view, which is the A, it speaks to the recourse that people have when they are disgruntled. And from a relationship point of view, insurance is not a cover. It's a relationship between us and yourselves. From an empowerment point of view, the products and the services that we have are created from the point of view of those that we serve. And then our intention is essentially to empower you in times of uncertainty.
So in terms of how we want to roll out our program, we really did do some research because we saw that it's in the month of September where we see the highest number of vehicle purchases that take place, as well as home purchases that actually take place. And it's on this basis we actually want to have a pre-launch engagement where we invite our role players before we actually launch our campaign starting on November.
Bego was on top of his game. He presented very well as well. I think overall the team did an amazing job.
We understand as South Africans, we take pride in death, making sure we give our family a good setup. We want to take the same sort of pride and instill it in our message on why short-term insurance can protect livelihoods and the quality of life while we live it.
We seem to be flowing through the presentation. We managed time well. Everything was going smooth. No stops, no interjections thus far. Then the video plays.
In South Africa, we know how to live with dignity. We ensure our goodbye to protect our family from the cost of death.
But what about the cost of living? You work 5 years for that car, and that car takes you to the job that feeds your family. If the car stops, money stops. Without cover, one accident turns provider into dependent. Real dignity isn't just the burial policy. It's knowing that no accident, fire, or theft can steal the life you've worked so hard to build.
Don't just insure your memory, insure your legacy. Protect the assets that empower your life. Insure your life while you live it.
I was shocked in a good way. Like, I know I'm in insurance, but if I saw that, I would buy insurance if I didn't. I just want to highlight it was Jordan and Asanda responsible for that aspect, and they did very well.
Thanks, team. Of course, with any marketing campaign, we can't assume or presume that we are the top market sitting in front of you. So we did decide to put your video campaign through to a focus group, and we got some feedback from that focus group right now.
That was an interesting twist because I wasn't expecting that.
I feel like I related with the importance of insuring your assets.
The commercial, it made me feel so emotional. That is not a peace of mind. You can never be happy knowing that you are not financially covered.
The ad is very generic and is the standard. And when looking at insurance, you're always looking for the one that stands out, not the one that fits in.
The message would absolutely resonate with me. I've been through this before. So the ad actually explained to me what you should do, what you shouldn't do, or what you should look for.
It would make me think twice about getting a different kind of insurance. So if that was the goal, then yes, it did work.
I was pleasantly surprised at the responses. We only had one negative response, so that was quite heartwarming.
I think the feedback seemed to be fairly positive there. I'm going to hand you over right now to Bianca.
Yeah, well done. Well done, guys. What were the learnings for you? Having to engage with this challenge, having to engage with the task.
We tend to be very generic when we speak to people about what they have. I think when we make the engagement a bit more personalized, that for me was a learning to say, don't be generic, be more personalized in your offering.
I was interested to just understand a bit more the choice and partnerships for your campaign. You spoke about car dealerships and estate agents. One could argue that that is the audience that is already considering insurance. So how would that then touch or reach the uninsured?
One would assume that a person that goes to a dealership already knows that they should get insurance. If they are cash buyers, like in a second-hand dealership, they really are under no obligation to buy insurance.
Most people that go to dealerships get sales advice, not insurance. So I definitely believe that that is a target, or that's an angle that we should actually look into.
I'm interested in how you're dealing with cost issues. Did you think about the cost of car and house insurance versus the funeral cover?
When the cost factor comes up, because cost is a big concern, we'd like to mention to people that pride that you feel, that work that you put in, how much does that create true value for you?
Sounds is way complicated. Does anyone else want to have a go?
Someone interrupts and my heart falls because I know the work Jordan put into the presentation, but I guess also coupled with the pressure, it just didn't flow out for him.
I can simplify it. And the only reason that a premium for funeral cover is lower than that of a car, because the payouts is lower. Most premiums.
You're giving me an underwriting lesson. I want to know how you're going to explain this to the person that's buying the cover. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Having those questions from Simon and having stopped me and Asanda, it really scared me a bit because that was our opportunity to shine. Up until that question, I was confident in the team's performance. And I think that left things on a cliffhanger.
Thank you. Sorry, we're out of time.
So, yes, we had hiccups from answering questions, but I think the presentation on its own deserved its own merit, and we did well. I was confident with the answers that I answered. Personally, I'm happy with my performance, but also the video was so great that I don't think we're going to be in the bottom.
All I can say is just let's try to be positive and let's sit and pull. Start let him be.
We're sitting in hope right now. So let's keep our heads up. Let's keep positive. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what the other team has done, and just hope it was enough to get us through.
The competition is only getting started here on The Insurance Apprentice as our second team risk it all to impress our judges right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, the race is on to see who will be our next insurance apprentice. Team 1 has shown their hand. Will Team 2 play their cards right? Let's find out.
I think where we were earlier in the task and where we ended up, I'm very proud of that. Regardless of what happens in the presentation, I'm happy to say we were able to put something together even with group tensions.
Hey team, welcome back. The floor is yours.
We are Project Ekai. 60% of houses do not have buildings or contents covered. Today, we would like to discuss our campaign with you. Amandla Alandwe Ikaya, which means get your strength from home. We would like to reframe it from insuring your house to insuring your home.
Our campaign targets the working class. Given what has happened in our history in South Africa, majority of these working class have to find themselves moving from their homelands into bigger cities just to look for work.
So our story is about the fact that insurance is not about just replacing material things. It's about where families start and your story begins.
When it was my turn, surprisingly today, I was very, very nervous. I knew what I had to say and I knew how important, what I had to say was to our presentation, but I was nervous, managed to get through it.
So we are repositioning home insurance from just a nice to have to an effective empowerment tool. So essentially what we're saying is that if a home burns down or is destroyed, it's not just a structure that's burnt, but it's identity that's lost, it's dignity, it's family and memories, and a safe space where people can go home to.
With that being said, how we plan to roll this out is over a 4-month period, starting in August by identifying priority segments. September, we conceptualize the idea and create the content that's going to go on the different platforms. October, we then create the adverts that will be used for national broadcast. We then move to the beginning of November 2026, where we'll have 3 phases running concurrently. End of November, we launch. With that being said, we will play our first advert that we will be launching.
Karabo spoke very well. I was super, impressed with her, especially not having worked with her before.
We've lost everything and have nowhere to go. So what now?
Now, imagine if you had a trusted insurance partner. Ekaya. Every home has its story. Protect yours with dignity.
Well, I was in charge of the video, and when I saw it playing, I was super proud.
Thank you, team. Interesting video. Of course, we are not the target audience. So the way we deal with this is to present the material to a focus group.
I think that level of information and feedback is so valuable. That's essentially who you're trying to get the message through to. So to get that feedback, it's just so valuable.
This ad definitely moved me emotionally. Off the bat, you would obviously think that it is a life insurance ad though.
Well, upon seeing the ad, it is very crucial. I saw that the happiness was all over.
This ad didn't quite deliver the message. It will make me consider short-term insurance better than the first ad, mainly because they showed me and they didn't tell me.
This ad would definitely move me. Seeing that my family was part of the fires now down in Cape Town, this would definitely move me.
I personally feel like they could have done better in terms of elaborating further on the importance of insuring your car, your house, yourself, and your family members.
So with the feedback that we received from the focus group, we really thought we hit it on the nail. I was very, very impressed and proud of our team.
I'm going to hand over to Bianca now as our subject matter expert, and then we'll chat further.
If I understand correct, you guys are targeting people that have homes back home. Is that not too small of a market too? And if something happens to that home, something else can happen as opposed to where they are on a day-to-day basis. Should that not have been the focus?
Given the historical event that has happened in South Africa, the older generation struggle to actually find work, leaving them in this day and age not able to actually take care of themselves and hence relying on their children.
In Milady's response or presentation, she did mention age groups, she mentioned young professionals, those are our clients.
Yeah, it's sort of tagging onto that because I also had an issue with you guys making the focus Emakaya, but I think Emakaya, the vast majority is in the rules. And I don't know if that was your intended audience.
What we're trying to do is play in the emotions of home, where there's dignity. Dignity as well as inheritance and legacy.
So you're saying people who haven't previously considered or don't place as much importance on home insurance where they currently live, day to day, would then look at your campaign and go, yo, let me insure back home.
I think
not necessarily where I did.
I think the feedback from the focus group actually echoes what we're trying to achieve.
Here's what I think. I think there was nothing
new that you shared that people don't know. So that was a bit disappointing for me.
So the judges actually critique our presentation and our campaign. And in my mind, I'm thinking, is it because they actually saw the dysfunction within the team? Or is it really, did we miss the brief?
Your campaign doesn't address the big elephant in the room, which is, how am I going to pay for this? We all agree that our grandparents and our parents and where we grew up and all of those memories are important to us. The fact remains, you might not have the finances, and I don't think your campaign has done enough to convince people.
When the judges started questioning the presentation, this particular time it kind of left me a bit frustrated because I felt blindsided. It was very explicit not to consider products and so on. So I feel like we've been set up to fail.
The reality in this country is you could have multiple policies on the same individual. They say each is 600 rands from each family member. 600 rands could buy you a certain car policy. However, they would choose to overinsure their life rather than protect a vehicle that takes them to work every single day. So when we say the value was not communicated, I'm saying after watching this campaign and listening to this presentation, it would not change that situation. That is what we're trying to say.
We're out of time. Thank you for your presentation.
Yeah, I think after the task and the judges' feedback, I feel very frustrated. I think personally that we met the brief that was asked of us, and the feedback from the judges felt very left field.
No ways. There's no ways that we missed that piece. There's no ways. We spoke to emotion. I mean, did you hear those people?
I think the team was in complete disagreement and also disbelief, because based on the feedback we had gotten from the case study and what they were saying was it was very contradictory. So I think as a team we were all like in disagreement, in disbelief, and a bit annoyed with the judges at this point.
I'm proud that we managed to come together from where we were before to actually finish it.
From where we were, we did a damn good job.
I really did feel safe, but also I'm just thinking to myself, maybe the dysfunction of the team could really play an impact in the judges making a decision who actually goes home.
Now, the battle of ideas is over. But which team has done enough to win our judges over? We will find out right after this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a full day of twists and surprises here on The Insurance Apprentice. Both teams have presented. The judges have had their say.
Was there anything at all redeeming about this group?
No.
What about the ad?
I didn't understand the ad. Didn't come together.
I mean, for me, the video was like a fairly generic insurance ad.
Now, the moment of truth has arrived. Who has proved themselves worthy to stay in the competition and who is going home? We're back here again. Well, I'd like to welcome you, Team Ekaya and Team C4C, to another round of elimination. I'm going to hand straight over to the judges.
Thanks, Tapelo.
Yeah.
Bianca, do you want to give us your take on today?
From my observation, you have to get obsessed with the task. What is the problem? What are you solving for? And I think it's something for you guys to hold and carry on into the next challenge, whoever is then successful.
I wasn't quite convinced that the brief was understood well by one of the groups. And I think there was enough guidance throughout the day from our guest judge, from our subject matter expert, for that not to be the case.
Yeah, I just felt that today there was a very clear winning group. I know that you weren't asked to look at things like pricing and do product differentiation or changes, but you can't look at comparing one type of insurance with another without looking at all of the things that make up the value of that. And the fact that people have to spend a lot more money generally to insure their assets than they do on buying a funeral policy. And it was actually missed by both groups. So I'm going to call out the lowest scoring contestants in both groups. So in Project Ekaya, the two lowest scores were Gugu and Milady.
In my mind, I'm thinking, there's a 50-50 possibility that I might be going home.
My heart sank. And I was like, oh my God.
And in C4C, the two lowest scores were Beko and Jordan.
Jordan spent a lot of time making sure that the team had something cohesive. Bego, I really didn't understand at that point why, because I think he had quite a lot to say.
All right, my dear judges, have you come to a decision?
Yes, we have.
Let's hear it.
Beko and Jordan, you're both safe today because you're in the winning group. Congratulations, C4C.
I was shocked. I think I had a delayed response even, because I was not expecting it at all. But I am super relieved that I'm not going home. At least not now.
Congratulations, and you may make your way. See you next time.
It really took a while to sink in, but I'm through. I need to really introspect, and we still live in hope and soldier on.
And here we are, Ekaya.
I think we can invite Gugu and Milady to step forward.
I think if there were two people from the group to go, those two made sense. And again, the judge's decision is final.
Milady, what was going on between the two of you?
There was a condescending tone from the counterpart.
During your prep session?
Yes, during my prep sessions.
Gugu?
I was rude to her, and I did apologize. And moving forward, I kind of just focused on the task at hand.
I didn't want to dwell on the problem. So my response was based on us putting it aside and focusing on the task.
Well, Gugu, I'm sorry to tell you, but you're staying in the competition. Milady, this is the end of the road for you. You're dismissed.
Am I dreaming? I do not think that her words actually gave a true reflection of what happened. Google was condescending and I kept quiet. But the whole dynamic, it did actually affect how I articulated myself and also how I approached the questions from the judges. I feel really, really sad because one, I had the drive to come up with innovative solutions and to be affected by people who want to have things go their way without considering facts. It's really, really sad.
I don't know why, but congratulations just doesn't seem like the right thing to say right now. That you live to fight another day.
Thank you, Gugu. Thanks. Yeah.
I'm safe. Thank God. The circle is getting smaller and there's a point system that's in place now. The game has changed and I feel at this point, I can safely say that nobody's safe. Not even me. I mean, I literally just made it.
I think for the first time in the waiting room, I was quiet. Ty and I, there was a sense of pride that we survived because we managed the day so well.
I think in all honesty, they both cost us a lot of time.
Both individuals did really, really take away from the time we had to put out a good presentation.
So when Google walks in, it was a relief. It was easy, it was light because, like I said, she moves on and it's almost like my lady stayed there.
When I opened the door, I mean, people seemed actually happy that, I'm safe. And that was very heartwarming to see people excited that I actually still made it through.
So, who's going next?
Stay tuned for scenes from the next episode of The Insurance Apprentice.
It's a new day, and we have to put our best foot forward.
Help me welcome Mr. Jaco Brits from Old Mutual Insure.
For today's challenge, you will be taking on the persona of a broker and the judges will be your clients.
Probably got this one in the bag.
Your captain will be joining the other team.
I've never seen luck run out of a room like that.
Thanks for sharing your confidential financial plan with your clients. It's not an easy decision, but I think we have a way of dealing with this type of outcome. There's no clear winner today, but clearly someone does have to leave us.
The energy in the room has shifted. I'm gutted.
Sasria, as the only company in South Africa that insures you against civil